it was meant to be ironic that, hey, this is your culture now. Your culture belongs to us. If you were an alien who landed on Earth and watched the Super Bowl halftime show, you would think that hood rat, head bob culture, doing the crip walk is what most Americans do, as opposed to understanding that it is a very small, unrespected subset. I know everyone's been talking about this, so I'm not adding necessarily anything new here with the highlights. But I hope you're seeing this shift. It's almost like there's a rubber band effect, and it's going to take these cultural institutions a lot of time to catch up. Sort of like our government agencies with Doge. Doge can just simply operate at a rate faster than they can process it.
Right.
That's what's happening with Hollywood. That is what is happening with the NFL. All of these organizations that love to separate you from your money. Remember Bud Light? Right? You, the average American, while selling to you fake American pride, America's pastime, and undermining everything that this country is about. So you saw the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. You saw a bunch of woke crap, significantly less than last year.
Yeah, that was good.
But they tried to sneak it through, and they don't realize this is not what America at large wants. Comment if you feel that shift. And this is the kind of shift, though, we have to keep our foot on the gas. Here's something historic, by the way. Younger people are breaking for Donald Trump in higher approval numbers than other demographics. That's never happened before. People say the pendulum swings back and forth. Yeah, well, now it's swung one direction, and you have young people supporting it. So you can keep this going. So last night, you all know the Eagles murdered the Chiefs. No idea if vaccination had any role in the play. But of course, all of the worst moments, the moments that show how out of touch the left is, took place during the commercials and the performances. So here is one, and there's nothing new here. But again, some people may not realize what you're watching is something, men bad and girls rule at everything. They're just as good at the boys, and they're even better at boys' things. Here's an awful commercial.
Girls don't play football.
They do where I'm from.
Get a load of this one. Think fast.
You think fast. Right in the Jimmy Johnson.
This ain't over.
We just getting started, Chad.
Yeah, white.
Oh,
there you go. You got folded up, Brad.
Deked him.
Get her.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Leave the past behind.
Nice.
It'd be more accurate if there was a white guy leaving a girl named Past behind him. That's how, it's not even close. It's girls are just as good at the boys. We play flag.
Yeah, they had to bring in a second Brad. The first one kept actually grabbing the flag every single time they did the first part.
In reality, Brad would have face-palmed her, lifted her up like a scorpion fatality in Mortal Kombat. Toasty! Let me give you some examples. 40-yard dash, okay? The record for men in the combine is 4.21, or as Cat Williams calls it, a slow day.
Yeah.
Woman, 5.2.
Oh,
That doesn't seem, that's not even close.
Hey, we need to admonish research.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you have that one? Because
Yeah,
apparently there have been women that could run a 40 well under 5 seconds, but nowhere near
Really?
as a man. So we didn't mean to exaggerate that. I don't know where they pulled that from.
I saw that.
Admonish,
Keep it coming. So let's go to another one. Those weren't performed at the combine. The most reps, they do this as a strength test. Bench press, 225 pounds. How many reps? For a man, 49 reps. Best a woman, 10.
Oh,
Close.
That's a warm-up for the guys in this room.
hold on, put that back up. Put the one of our feats of strength that stands out is at 220 pounds. It wasn't even 225.
Oh, it was 220?
Yes.
Oh.
10? So you can shave that down to 9. And I know what you're saying. Like, well, what about the strongest woman? Okay, take the average number of the men in this room. It's more than 10. We are not NFL athletes. Significantly more than 10. I guarantee you. Just Gerald and I throwing off the average.
They would, yeah.
By the way, the FC Dallas U15 team, I believe that means 15-year-old boys, they beat the U.S. women's national team like 5-2.
The championship women's national team.
Look,
It was rigged. Come on. It was rigged. They had boys against women.
yes, exactly.
They rigged
Not
it.
fair.
It's just, look, women, you want to be, and this is not a way to empower women. This is the problem, is that the left's agenda it's based on falsehoods. Women, you can be better than guys at some things. Sure, of course. Physical sports, contact sports are not amongst them. That's a guaranteed loss. Take very, very strong elite women and put them against guys off the bar stool, and it destroys their lives.
Yeah.
Also, you can play flag football and just not be better than the boys on average.
Yeah.
You can still play the game.
play, yeah,
The point doesn't have to be, oh, well, now that I know we're better, I can go play this game and then get wrecked when I get out there on the field.
It doesn't have to be like a civil rights movie. Like
No, it doesn't have to be a whole thing. It just, girls play football.
Would have been better if it was just like an airbed commercial. Like, when there ain't nothing in the rule book that says women can't play flag football.
I don't play flag football, but there's a reason that the only kind of football that is kind of, I don't know, prospering for women is flag football, because you put pads on and helmets and you put killers on the field, and all of a sudden there's a lot fewer women that want to play.
Yeah.
And certainly they can't compete at the same level. But why should you have to? Don't worry about it. Just make flag football and be happy with it and have fun.
Well, they have
Go
tried
for it.
with the pads and stuff. They've
tried.
done that.
They got
before. That
destroyed.
didn't work. And
Yeah, it doesn't work very well. But the good news is, whatever this is being subsidized by the sports that people actually watch.
That's true.
Women, start watching your own sports. Stop asking us to watch that crap. Just like we don't want to watch The Bachelor with you, okay? I don't care if one guy did it with you for a few episodes. He was trying to get in your pants. Don't blame the rest of us. Yes, Noodles.
I was just going to say, I had to verify, but the U in U15 means 15 or under.
Under.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so, not even.
They had a ringer.
Had a couple
They had one who was
12-year-olds, yeah.
one who was 15 3/4. Come on.
It's not fair.
he had a learner's permit.
Yes.
That wasn't fair.
5'2",
Here's
5'2".
Here's the next one. Kendrick Lamar. I had no idea how tiny Kendrick Lamar was.
He's a little person.
I didn't know that he was that small.
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, Mos Def? Not because all black people look alike, but because they're both very tiny.
Kevin Hart?
Could be. Target ad circa 2003 with the bell bottoms that I never thought I would see on a hip hop artist, but they had this whole thing in the halftime show. Again, they're missing the fact that the American public there cheered Donald Trump and booed Taylor Swift. We'll get to that in a second, where it was meant to be ironic that, hey, this is your culture now. Your culture belongs to us. If you were an alien who landed on Earth and watched the Super Bowl halftime show, you would think that hood rat, head bob culture, doing the crip walk is what most Americans do, as opposed to understanding that it is a very small, unrespected subset.
Salutations! It's your Uncle Sam. And this is the great American game. No. Too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Mr. Lamar.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up. See, you brought your homeboys with you. The old culture cheat code. Scorekeeper, deduct one life. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 'cause they kill people for being black. I thought they put them at halftime shows.
Calm. You're almost there. Don't mess this.
Oh no. Samuel Jackson, by the way, later did express regret for performing in the halftime show.
I never did one thing right in my life, you know that? Not one. That takes skill.
By the way,
It was easy to find that clip. You know why? Because he's had a tremendously successful career as one of the best, or one of the most highest paid actors in Hollywood.
yes, exactly. Exactly. And you know what? It's almost like, well, hold on a second. Yeah, it's a cheat code, deduct one life. Well, I see someone who is a part of the 12% of our population taking up the entire halftime show. I see someone who is the largest artist, or among the largest artists out there right now, performing, being supported to cheers from some people, but I also see someone who's wearing out his welcome. Can we do away with this idea that if you don't like ghetto, and yes, ghetto culture, and I say this as someone who likes hip hop, but I also know that it's not good for your brain. Can we do away with this idea that white Americans hate black culture? No, hold on a second. It's not like white Americans rejected wholesale Diana Ross, the Supremes, the Temptations, Johnny Mathis. I mean, blues, rock and roll, Motown. Right? Just look at it. There are plenty of successful black artists.
Michael Jackson, come on. Like what?
The most recognizable faces on earth in the 1990s were Michael Jackson, I believe Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. Mission Control, you can bring that up. Americans have we are the only country that will support our own black athletes if we're white. In other nations, do you think in Africa they're supporting white athletes? I mean, they don't really have a deep talent pool compared to the United States here, but and we're the only country that will support someone from another country at a sporting event if we like them more as an individual. Americans have overwhelmingly embraced and supported black. And in many cases, of course, rightfully so. Better dancers in general. They sing quite well. All of them know how to play the bass.
That's you know what we didn't like? I think it's the Super Bowl with most families watching with children still up and girls that have almost no clothes on hip hop songs. That's, I think, really what we were talking about is people being half naked on the screen. It wasn't that we didn't like a particular type of music. That's fine. People don't like, you put up Coldplay at a Super Bowl and they did that and half the people were like, boo, Coldplay. But I was like, you don't like white people from England singing songs, do you?
For crying out loud, you made me miss the halftime show with Creed.
I'm okay with not having that. Actually,
Creed.
I can live without it.
And here's the next one, and I'm very vexed by this. And by that, I mean I fully understand it, actually, because the left has to keep, just like Jasmine Crockett, they have to keep the hate alive. They have to convince you that things are worse than ever, even though the statistical reality reflects the opposite of that. There was a series of ads between Tom Brady and Snoop Dogg about anti-Semitism and hate, something, hey, it's wrong to hate, guys.
I hate you because we're from different neighborhoods.
I hate you because you look different.
I hate you because I don't understand you.
I hate you because people I know hate you.
I hate you because I think you hate me.
Because I need someone to blame.
Because you talk different.
Because you act different.
Because you're just different. Man, I hate that things are so bad that we have to do a commercial about it.
Me too.
Yeah, except things aren't so bad.
Tom Brady, I hate you because of the 2014 AFC Championship.
It's not because you're white.
Things aren't so bad. You look at Donald Trump, he gained 8 points with Latino voters. He won a majority of Latino males. 2 times the 2020 share with black vote, 16%. You look at the Jewish vote. You look at the Asian vote. More people are moving over to the Republican Party. And I don't know if you remember this, but racial tensions were at an all-time high under Barack Obama. Black Lives Matter, riots, nonstop, until we found out that they had funneled that money to buy $3 million penthouses, right? Black Lives Matter.
I think it burned down, though.
But they have to convince you that things are so bad. So then you need a black national anthem. Hey, hold on a second. Snoop Dogg, what were your album sales like? Are there enough black Americans to make those sales happen? Kendrick? Take your pick from any of these artists.
Oh, we loved buying his albums talking about murder.
Yes. Because we felt like your murder was our murder.
That's right. We couldn't do it, and so we lived vicariously through you.
To be clear, he got off on all charges.
Yes, true. Yes. He has a reality show about coaching kids football. You think that's all black viewers? I don't even know how they get him to quit smoking weed for long enough to do it, but good for him. They don't understand. They don't understand where we are. And can we actually show this? I thought we had this in the montage from earlier, the Donald Trump versus Taylor Swift cheering at the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. Okay, here you go. Let's bring this up, actually. It's later, but it should be right here. So to give you an idea as to how out of touch they are, they run these ads, they put them out there, and they think, yeah, this is resonating. All right. Then the real world hit them. Donald Trump appeared at the Super Bowl.
And bright star through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch.
The cheers. By the way, I'm not going to lie. That clip of the cadets did look a little SS. That looks like a scene from Valkyrie.
Kind of looks like the Death Star.
Yeah, it does.
It's a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
To be clear, their uniforms have been like that for decades.
They absolutely have.
It's not a new Trump thing.
They didn't need the stone wall behind them and a man saying, "We will ask the questions." Let's compare the reaction to Donald Trump. Again, at the Super Bowl, you saw those ads. The NFL really, really wants you to think a certain way. And those are the cheers. Here's Taylor Swift.
I love how they put her name up there.
Yeah.
Like you don't know. We know we're booing her.
We got it.
And that is why the reception is completely different from the first term. The left is just, they can't react quickly enough. Trump 2.0 is very different. Just right now, the recent CBS approval rating, right, for Donald Trump, 53%. That's just the CBS approval rating, which tends to obviously not be quite favorable to Donald Trump. The same poll in 2017, 45%. Even higher with younger voters. And I think what you're seeing is this culture, the cancel culture right now, is just not working anymore. I think a big part of it with young people is because young people grew up in the era of social media. And if I happen to be someone from Gen Z, I would be pretty scared. I go, wait a second, I'm going into the workforce and they're going to go through every single thing I've ever posted, including junior high. I don't want to live by that sword because nobody can meet that standard. And so you see them breaking for Donald Trump in bigger numbers. Hey, if you like this video, we're probably like-minded and you may enjoy some more content. You could click that video, watch another one, or tune in weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Because we're the same. You and me. We're kindred spirits.